I'm going to share with you what I find to be the easiest digital side hustle that you can start with $0. No inventory, no shipping, no ads, and no Etsy. Just you, your laptop, and some free tools. And the best part? You can set it up once and have it sell for you over and over and over again on autopilot. In fact, I've been earning around $8,469 per week from this. So if you've been looking for a beginner-friendly online business, I personally think this could be the one for you. This video is sponsored by Build Your Store, but more on them later. So what do I think is the easiest online digital side hustle? Well, it's selling digital products. Because unlike physical products, digital products can cost nothing to make. There's no shipping, there's no inventory, none of that. And unlike physical products, you can create your digital product once and sell it over and over and over again without there being additional costs. Every time you sell a physical product, there is the high cost of that physical product, plus the inventory, the shipping, maybe tariffs, right? With digital products, you don't have any of that. Now, when I say digital products, I'm talking about things like ebooks, workshops, courses, and memberships. These are typically educational in nature, and you will be teaching something inside of your digital product to get whoever you're helping to overcome a problem and get them a result from your digital product. And you can truly create and start selling these for $0. For example, if you wanted to create an ebook, you could use a Word document within Google Drive completely for free to write up your ebook, and you could sell it just like that if you wanted to. But if you wanted to take it a step further, you could use the free version of Canva to use one of their templates to put all of that wording into and design it to look a little more appealing, save that as a PDF and host it on Google Drive. All of these tools that I just listed are completely free. And when it comes to selling it, you're going to want a checkout page so that people can put in their information, their payment information, and actually buy your digital product. And you can do that completely for free as well. In fact, I use a software called System.io, and you can get a totally free account for up to 2,000 email subscribers. I have it linked in the description below my video, so you can click the link and sign up for your free account today. So I want you to know it can be this easy, and you absolutely can start for free. And I know I listed a bunch of different types of digital products, from workshops, ebooks, courses, and memberships. But if you want help deciding on not only what type of digital product you should sell, but what you're actually going to talk about inside that digital product, I'd love to invite you to download my totally free digital product discovery bot. It's going to ask you 5 questions and help you figure out which digital product you should be selling. You can download it completely for free. It's linked in the description below this video. Now, if you're loving the idea of digital products, but you'd also like something that's a little more done for you, there's another great option that I want to share. It's called Build Your Store. It's an AI-powered platform that helps you set up your own online shop. What I like about it is that it's super flexible. You can sell digital products like ebooks, courses, and templates, or physical and print-on-demand items, or even a mix of both, all in one place. The AI helps you pick your niche, design your store, and even load it with trending products if you want to start fast. And if you're selling digital items, it connects with simple tools that automatically deliver your downloads with no tech setup or extra software needed. And I found this great deal for you. When you use my link in the description below this video, you'll get a premium Shopify theme completely for free. And your Shopify plan will only cost $1 per month for the first 3 months. And you can get a 30-day trial of AutoDS for just $1 too. It's a really nice way to test things out without spending much upfront. So if you want to start earning while you keep building your digital product business, Build Your Store can help you get there faster. You'll find the link in the description right below this video. In addition to the bot that I just talked about, let's talk about how you can actually find your digital product idea to sell. What I recommend doing is take out a piece of paper or open your laptop or notes on your phone and start listing out what are things that you're good at? What are things that you've helped other people with? What are things that people ask you questions about? What are things that you've helped yourself overcome? Maybe it's going from not knowing how to clean your house to knowing how to clean your house to maybe helping other people clean their houses. Maybe it's not knowing how to grocery shop to knowing how to grocery shop on a budget. Maybe it's not knowing how to make friends after college to going to creating this really awesome friend group, and you're able to give other people advice on how to do that as well. Or maybe it's how to grow on social media like YouTube or Instagram. Really think about what are the things you enjoy learning about, what are the things you enjoy doing, what are things that you once didn't know and now you do, and people ask you questions about them. Totally just brain dump it all out. Then what you want to do is narrow this down to one topic. Now, I know this part can be the hardest, right? You're like, but I know all these different things. I like all these different things, right? It's really important to pick one thing and go with it. And just know that you can switch it down the road. Like I once taught photography and was a photographer for 16 years. And I haven't really picked up a camera since, other than, for recording video for YouTube. I personally really like talking about business, digital products, marketing, YouTube, which is totally different from what I used to teach. And I did that for a super long time, and that's okay. The cool thing is if you decide to pivot your niche later on, you can do that. And all the time that you've spent on your current niche is not a waste of time. It is all learning lessons, and you're going to really learn about digital products, how to sell them, all of that good stuff, even if you end up switching out down the line. So really, I hope you won't spend more than like 1 hour picking from that list and then just going with it, going all in and knowing, yes, there's a million things you could do. Yes, there's always things you could monetize, but you don't need to monetize all of your hobbies. You don't need to monetize everything. Just pick one topic. And remember, you can still do all those things that you love, but this is the one that's going to turn into your business, and you can always pivot down the line. So don't freak out. Just pick one and go with it. Okay, now let's talk about how you're going to sell your digital product once you've come up with the idea and you've created it with easy tools like WordDoc, Canva, System. Now, most people think that they need to sell on something like Amazon or Etsy or Gumroad, but I am here to tell you, I actually am here to beg you to not use any of these platforms. These platforms make money off of you, right? Which is fine, but it makes it really hard for you to actually make a profit, right? They want to charge you per listing. They want to charge you per sale. They want to charge you to have your store. They want to charge you to run ads, right? They make it harder and harder for you to succeed. And then they're like, oh, you can succeed if you pay for ads. You can succeed if you pay for this thing, right? Because they are making money off of you. So I highly recommend, and how I've always sold digital products, is grow your own dang following. And if you're sitting there and you're thinking, easy for you to say you have a following, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm going to call you out on it, because do you think I was just born with a following? No, I was not. Neither was anyone. Okay. You can start a following. Anyone can start a following. It's totally free, right? And I would highly recommend YouTube. Now, the great thing about YouTube is you get to turn on your camera and you get to yap about the stuff that you love. Okay. It is so great. It will bring you in tons of audience, leads, sales. I really cannot recommend it enough. So how you want to sell is build your following. And remember, you don't have to wait until you have 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. No, you can start your channel, start making videos, get your product for sale, and you can start making sales as you grow your channel. I remember making like $10,000 a month from digital products when I had like 5,000 subscribers. Like, you do not need to have a massive following to be making great money with digital products. You want to be making those sales as you grow your following. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move those YouTube followers to email subscribers, because email actually converts 40 times more to sales than social media alone. So what you want to do is you want to offer them freebies, just like I have done with my digital product discovery bot. You can mention it in your video a couple times, put the links below. They put in their name and email to opt in. They're getting the freebie and they're getting on your email list. Not only is this going to help you make more sales, because you can send emails to your list to drive them to the checkout page to buy your digital product, but you also own your email list, right? Like, YouTube could shut you down at any time, but your email list is an asset that is yours. And so it's really great to have as a foundational piece to a successful business. So what you want to do all in all is grow an audience, make sales as you're growing, move your viewers to become email subscribers, write or schedule emails, and send people to your checkout page. So you could write a story about how meal prep changed your life. Oh, and if you want to learn more, you want my recipes, you want this and that, click here. And that's where they could buy your ebook, your workshop, whatever that is. And if you want my full process of how to find your digital product idea, how to grow your following, what platform to grow on, how to make your first sales, how to automate your sales, I would love to invite you to my totally free on-demand workshop. It is the first link in the description below this video. Okay, so now let's talk about scaling. Now, I know this is totally advanced, because if you're watching this video, you're probably like, I don't even have a digital product yet. I just want to know how to make sales, but I want you to be ahead of the game. I also want to be able to share something more advanced so you can see like what your work is going to get you, because being able to automate your sales and scale your sales is what is ultimately going to give you that freedom-focused business. That's what's ultimately going to give you more free time, more room to travel, more time with your family, more money to build your family's wealth, your financial freedom. Okay, so let's dive into that. So once you start growing your following, you start growing your email list, you're sending people to your checkout page, you're making your first sales. Now it's time to think about scaling it and automating it so that you can get back more free time. So what you want to do is, if you want more sales, I know this is going to sound crazy simple, okay? But if you have a checkout page and it's converting, like, let's say 5% of the people who go to your checkout page buy, okay, that's great. So then how do you think you get more sales? How do you think you get more sales if 5% of everyone who goes to your checkout page buys? Well, there's really two ways. The first way is send more people. Send more people, right? So keep growing your audience, keep growing your leads. So for me, I went from 4 videos a month to 8 videos a month. I batch them in advance. My team schedules them in advance. So I'm able to go on vacation, work less. I only have to record videos once a month, and I'm able to really have everything pretty much automated and selling, automatically, right? And the more my channel grows, the more traffic that goes to my checkout page, and the more volume of people there is, the more sales that I make, because my checkout page converts at X amount. And so once you have it converting, you really just want more traffic. Now, the second thing you can do is try to get your page to convert better. So let's say only 1% of those who are going to your checkout page buy. If you can get that to 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, that is going to make a massive, massive difference. So how can we do that? Maybe it's playing with the wording that's on your checkout page. Maybe it's adding a bonus. Maybe it's focusing on getting more of the right people to your checkout page. So let's say your digital product teaches Instagram, but you've made a lot of YouTube videos lately about Twitter. Well, if people are watching your video about Twitter and they're going to your email list and you're saying, hey, check this out, it's about Instagram, the odds of them being interested in that are going to be slim. You want to make sure that everything ties together. You're really sticking to your niche. You're attracting the right people, which is going to help you get a higher conversion rate as well. So again, you can really scale with 2 main levers, and that is more traffic and a higher conversion rate. And how you can automate that more is batch schedule your videos, automate them in advance, write your emails in advance, schedule them. You can automate your emails. So you could write, 3, 4, 5 emails, and you could say, anytime that someone joins my email list, they're going to get this email 1 day in, this email 5 days in, this email 9 days in, right? And so you're not having to write new emails every single time, and those emails can drive people to your checkout page. So remember, you don't need a fancy marketplace with high fees and ad costs. And you don't need fancy gear or really expensive software to make this happen. This is a side hustle that you can truly get started with $0. And once you start making money, then you can maybe start spending a little bit more and scaling it up as you'd like. And all you really need is one idea. And the most important thing is to actually take action, because whether you succeed right away or you fail, that's a learning lesson, right? And that's only going to help you get to success faster with your digital product. Is, hey, let's say you go ahead and you start selling it and it sells. Awesome, win. Let's say you go ahead, you start selling it and it doesn't sell. That doesn't mean that digital products suck, digital products don't work. No, it means maybe it's time to tweak your idea or try a different idea. Make sure that you're attracting the audience that wants that thing, right? There's little tweaks in business that will get you really massive results. So now that you know the easiest digital side hustle that you can get started with for $0, you might be wanting to learn more about how you make over $36,000 a month with digital products and how you can scale up to that point too. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful, my friend. See you in the next video.